Emily here. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. Today we are working on the entryway here. We are changing it up. I'm actually going to be ripping down all of the wall treatment that I have currently on there, and I know you're thinking, what are you thinking? Just stay with me here. I need to elevate this space. It's a very tall wall and it's vaulted, which is very tricky when it doesn't go everywhere and it's kind of cut off in a sense. So because of that, I've decided to probably just do 3 because I don't want it to feel too busy, but I also wanted to elevate this wall a bit. And I'm really excited. I like this wall treatment here, but I don't like the way it cuts off here. I did it as tall as I could without it feeling awkward. I just need to raise it and make it so that it feels like it takes up the entire wall. There's no wrong or right way to do it. It's kind of visually what you find best. But hopefully this video will give you lots of ideas on ways that you can add character to your home with some simple wall treatment. Board and batten is an easy way to do it. Picture wall framing, they're all really inexpensive and they add so much character to your home. So I hope this helps you out. And then this wall over here, I'm not touching because I'm actually going to be taking it down very soon. So that's a huge project in itself and I'm really excited to share that with you. So yeah, lots of changes happening. I'm really excited. So yeah, I just really hope you enjoy it. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna remove everything that I currently have here, and then I am going to start taking the boards off the wall, and I'm hoping they come off and really nicely. I did not use liquid nails or anything. I just used some caulking on the back of them. So it should add some adhesive, but it shouldn't peel off my texture or anything. Crossing our fingers, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm counting on it not. That way it's a simple project. We'll see how this goes. So if I had not put the caulking on the back of my boards, none of my drywall would have been per se affected in a sense, but I did that because not all of the boards will be in studs. So we'll just have to scrape this off. It's not that big of a deal. It's a pretty simple process. You just need to be careful that you don't put a hole in your wall when you're using the cry bar, pulling the boards out. Don't push too hard in the opposite direction because the drywall will break, but just simply score that silicone line and that will help break the seal, and then pull the boards off. The part that's sticking to the wall is just from the boards itself. That's not drywall coming off. So don't be too alarmed. It is a mess though. All done, taking the boards off. Like, what a difference. I mean, it completely changes the way the wall looks. It definitely need to repair the wall though, and I wouldn't just use some orange peel spray on it. I have a very light orange peel texture on my walls, so I have 2 options. Well, 3. I could just do some drywall spackle. I'm probably not gonna do that. And then I could skim coat, which I've never done before, but to give my walls a nice smooth look on that, which actually looks really good with board and batten. So I'm kind of game for that one, even though I've never done it. Or we could just buy the 4x8 sheets of board that go on, but that changes my thickness. Cleaning this up so I can get everything ready and prepped for skim coating. Taped everything off, that way if anything falls it's less mess. I have all-purpose drywall compound that I am using to start skim coating. This is fun actually. I think this is going to be a very good arm workout. All done. It took me about an hour to do all that. I'm not that messy. Floor, not too bad, but that's definitely why you should cover the floor and put stuff on your baseboards. Because more fell on the baseboards, I think, than anywhere else. I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm going to sponge it and see if that works. Otherwise, I'll have to sand it, and then we will paint and go from there. I'll take a moment and thank Cleanforce for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I'm really excited to be partnering with them, especially because I have a lot of upcoming house projects that are going to make the air quality in my home very poor. And Cleanforce Air is actually a professional solution to get rid of indoor pollutants that you have floating around your home. They have 8 layers built into their filter to help clean your air. They offer 2 different styles that you can choose from. I ended up getting 2 of the Cleanforce Rainbow series that come in 5 different colors. We got the gray and the green. And the thing I like about it is that you just simply unbox it and then the filter's already in the unit. You just take the backing off, take the plastic off, push it back in, put the cap on, and start using it. You can plug it in. Again, you can use this voice-controlled app or with Alexa as well. You can just simply use the buttons like I am here. But it's really easy to use. You order more filters when your other ones get dirty. That automatically will tell you if your air quality is poor, moderate, good. So that's really helpful. And then it has different light settings and stuff, which you can dim at night as well. I like that they have wheels so you can roll them wherever you need to in your home to help that air quality. They also sell the Mega 1000 air purifier for larger homes. Air quality within an hour in a 4,650 square foot home. They're not loud. They're actually very quiet. It's almost like a very soft fan going. You can set the timer for an hour. You can set it for 12, whatever you want to do it. It's completely customizable to your home. And this is really helpful, especially when fire season starts and the air outside can be really smoky. That ends up coming into your home. And so having an extra air filtration system, get out those air pollutants is really helpful and safer for you and your family. So definitely be sure to check out Cleanforce air purifiers. I'll have everything in the description box below this video. Just tap the more button right next to the title or the arrow at the side of your screen and their options will pop up for you. But especially since we're in springtime now and everything and all the pollen and the allergies are starting, this is a great time to add it to your home to help clean the air for you and your family. See this here, and then rubbing back and forth just smooths it out quite a bit. I've never skim coated before, so this was totally new to me, and so I'm still learning, but it was quite fun. Definitely a good arm workout though, and you need quite a bit of arm pressure to sponge it. The more water, the easier it is to get out and even everything. But after that sat overnight, the next morning I got up and started painting. All right, I taped the boards on the wall so I could hold them exactly where I wanted them, and I like the way this is looking. I could go all the way down with one single, but I think I'm gonna break it up into boxes. So what I did was I did some simple math here where I'm gonna take it as 108 minus the lower box, leaves me with the upper box of being 71, the lower box being 19 and a half, if that makes sense. And then the sides will be 15 on the inner, 43 on the inner here, so I'm setting my saw at a 45-degree angle, and instead of going back and forth for each cut, when you're making these cuts for picture molding, basically, you want the inner parts, the bottom area, to come in, so everything is pointed outward, if that makes sense. So you have 2 innies on the bottom and 2 outies on the top. And so just flipping the board over flat cuts it, but you'll want to straighten out your board because it changes the angle of that cut, if that makes sense. So the inner parts are 15 inches for my boxes, and then the other parts were 71 and a half. So I'm just taking my measurements. See how I'm flattening the board here though, making it more level. That cuts so much better than cutting it with it down all the way. This next part, I'm gonna need my nail gun, measuring tape, and then a level. You can start at either side that you want to, but I'm gonna start with my middle box because the side box, I'm pretty sure I wanna have a lower box, but I'm not so sure on that. So I bought 11 boards, 1 extra, just in case I made a mistake. Luckily, so far, I've cut everything at 45 and I've done it all correctly, which is great. I'm putting the bigger, fatter edge on the outer part, but you can put down the inner part. It's all personal preference. You can put a couple dabs of caulking on the back if you want to. You can leave them blank, or you could use liquid nails. I've seen people do that. I don't want to use that. I think that's like too much, but so do what you like. So I'm marking the center of the wall, and I'm also marking the center of my board. Since I'm doing this by myself, it just makes it easier. You can use tape to help you out here, but I lined up those 2 marks, and then I used my level to get the rest of it. And you're just want to make sure you use your level throughout. You can use a long one, but a shorter one is easier to handle if you're doing this on your own. That long. It's just getting it level. I think this looks really good, and it just elevates the space so much. That's why you need to wear glasses, because that just shot off and it took off the edge of my trim. Like, what? Really? Are you kidding me? That is why it is so important to double check your measurements. And I thought I did, but I did 51 and a half, not 50 and a half. And now everything is off by an inch. The joys of doing the project. So I gotta take these off the wall. That's why I put up the middle one first to make that as my guide, but apparently, no. Just a little bit off. This is annoying. I gotta take them off without damaging the boards. And my wall! Ah! I mean, I already have to fix the wall, I just did. Now I have double the amount of holes to patch on the boards. Fun, 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 fun. I'm being sarcastic. Okay, slight change of plans for the bottom. Instead of doing just 2 boxes on the edge because you won't see the middle, I'm gonna do 1 long box. So, kind of excited because I think it'll look really good. And then I don't have to worry about where my table sits or anything. So for this measurement, I went from the outside of this one and the outside of that box, and it was 90.5. So, and I double checked. I didn't even check the outlet and we made it. Woo. Oopsie. We're done! I'm just so happy I did not do the wide board and batten and I went to the picture molding instead. So happy I made that decision. It looks so good. So now the tedious part is we need to fill all the holes with some wood filler, and then I need to add silicone caulking to all the edges. You don't have to do that, but it makes it look seamless, and then we need to repaint. So that'll probably take me a good hour, but that's okay. I'm so excited. It looks so good. So this silicone that I'm using is paintable within 20 minutes. I think I gave it an hour because I was working on something outside. And so I'm just painting my boards with a paintbrush here with the same wall color and going over it. It only needed 1 coat because it's white and it did really well. If you're using a darker color, you'll probably have to do 2 coats, but simple, easy, and it only took me about 30 minutes. Now it's time to decorate this wall, and it's definitely my favorite part. I am just still in awe of how this picture molding has elevated this entryway so much. I am so happy I had done this makeover because I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Like, this is just so beautiful, and you could honestly just leave it like this. It doesn't need anything. It's just a beautiful statement. You could fill this with a beautiful tapestry or a piece of art if you wanted to. Oh, I keep standing back in the kitchen and I'm like, I love it so much. But yeah, I got a couple things to add to the space, and one being a new mirror, but it is huge. And thing new that I added was the mirror, and this mirror is much larger. It's 42 inches wide, so it fills the space a lot better. And if I ever want to change it to, say, a square one or something a little bit taller, I can, because my picture framing is 43 inches wide. So that's why I did that, framing that wide, so that I could fit my mirror. If it sit flush on the wall, I wouldn't have to worry about the framing interfering with wall hooks and stuff. And then the only other thing that I added new to this area is from the living room. I took these decorative boxes here and added the tray, and I really like how it just fills it up, but it's all really pretty. I am beyond happy with the way the Entryway Makeover has turned out. I love the way the picture wall framing elevates the space and just gives it a whole new look, and it was really easy. Besides all the little steps I had to get to there, I'm really happy I did them, because it just is such a feature now, and I feel like it's just beautiful. So you'll have to let me know, are you going to be adding some board and batten or a picture wall framing to your home to add a little more character and spice it up a little bit? Let me know that down in the comments below. You can find everything you see in today's video though in the description box below. Just tap the more button right next to the tile. It'll all pop up there for you, including my discount codes that I have for Clean Force Air, whether you're choosing the Rainbow Series or the Mega. Both of them will work excellent in your home and help cleaning out that air and keeping you and your family a little healthier. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you again for being here. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.